Okay, bro, you gotta hear this. I just had this wild thought, and I absolutely have to share it with you. It's really got me thinking hard about how the world works, especially when it comes to kids and education. I was just reflecting, and then I realized there are 3 super important things that I think we all really need to understand. Here's what's been blowing my mind. Human creativity is absolutely extraordinary. Seriously, man, look around. Everywhere you look, in every person, in every invention, the evidence of human creativity is just insane. I truly believe that deep down, we all have this immense potential to create amazing things, not just in art, but in every single field. The future? Who knows? This one really gives me the chills sometimes. We really have no idea what the future holds, right? Just imagine kids who are starting school now, they're going to be retiring in 2065. So, how do we even prepare them for a future that we ourselves can't even picture? That's a huge challenge for us. Kids have crazy capacity for innovation. I'm a firm believer that kids have an incredible ability to innovate, just as good as adults, maybe even better. Their talent is off the charts, but sadly, that potential often just goes undeveloped, or even gets wasted. That's just so sad, bro. I keep thinking about a few things that really cemented this idea for me. You know, I once saw this little kid, and I asked him what he was drawing, and he said he was drawing God. I asked him again, but nobody knows what God looks like. And he just casually replied, "Well, they will when I'm done." See? Kids aren't afraid to take risks. They're not scared of being wrong. It's so different from us adults, who are constantly thinking, "Oh no, what if I mess up?" Then I also remember my son's nativity play. The 3 kings were bringing gifts, and they got their gifts all mixed up. It was hilarious, but it just goes to show again, kids aren't afraid to make mistakes. The problem is, by the time they grow up, they lose this ability to be wrong, and that's crucial for originality. I really feel like our education system unintentionally makes mistakes feel like a stigma, so we're basically educated out of our creativity. I once heard Picasso's quote. He said, "All children are born artists. The challenge is to remain one as they grow up." It just goes to show how creativity often gets educated away. And here's what really gets to me, the hierarchy of subjects. Think about it. Everywhere, all over the world, math and languages are always at the top. Then humanities and then the arts are at the very bottom. I always wonder, why isn't dance, for example, taught daily like mathematics? Kids naturally dance and everyone has a body, right? It just doesn't make sense. I truly feel that our education system, which was basically designed for the industrial age and only focuses on academic ability, often makes highly talented people feel like they're not smart just because their strengths aren't valued. I'm becoming more and more convinced that we need to rethink what intelligence truly is. Intelligence is diverse, bro. People think in all sorts of ways, visually, audibly, kinesthetically, abstractly. And then, intelligence is dynamic. Our brains are interactive, and creativity often comes from the interaction of different disciplines. And finally, intelligence is distinct. I've got this story about Gillian Lynne, the incredible choreographer behind Cats and Phantom of the Opera. When she was little, they thought she had a learning disorder, but really, she was just a dancer. That's clear proof of how different talents can be completely misunderstood in our traditional school settings. So the bottom line, bro, I really believe we have to fundamentally rethink how we educate kids. Our education system, I feel, has been like mining our minds for just one specific type of commodity. But for the future, we need to radically reconsider the core principles of educating children so their creativity can truly flourish and they're fully prepared to face the future with all the potential they have. What do you think? This really makes me feel like we need to talk about this more.